Jamie, while there's a lot of great like vampire ass kicking, I feel like family is really at the core of the story. How important was it to have that grounded element to really just drive Bud?
Oh man, listen, it's so important, man. First of all, I love the black backdrop.
Absolutely.
It's so important because it makes the movie, it gives it a blue collar aspect. Like, here's this guy trying to make sure he doesn't lose connection with his daughter, which I personally, experience. You don't want to lose the connection with your kids, and then he has to go to work to make some money, and just happens to have the most interesting job in the world, where he's killing vampires and getting money for Fang. So I think having that, and even we talked about this, putting my daughter on the steering wheel, her picture and things like that, keeps it grounded. Keeps it
Gives it stakes too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Definitely. And Dave, your character's so fun. You're playing this accountant, you're thrown out into the field, you're afraid of guns, you've got Nickelback as your ringtone. What was your approach to just like ratcheting up your reactions? Because like the comedy is so great throughout.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of playing like the conduit for the audience, right? Like, this is a guy where it's like, okay, if you put a normal person in this scenario, what would happen if they actually faced off against vampires? And the truth is, they would probably piss themselves, they'd be freaking out. And so I was just trying to play the reality of that as much as possible. But like, again, like working with this guy, he just makes it easy. And so I'm just basically reacting off what he's doing. And our director, he gave us a lot of freedom to improvise and just kind of come up with stuff in the moment. And so we were just kind of flying and having the best time playing off each other.
And just to let you know, I said I wasn't going to do this movie unless Dave Franco's in the movie. That is real, because I've been clocking him for a long time. I said, man, one of these days we'll be able to do it and do it big. And man, to watch people's reactions, I call it the fruits of his artistic labor. It's just been amazing.
Jamie, you're such a great musician yourself. Slow Jam is one of my favorite songs. So how cool was it? This soundtrack is filled with just great G-funk, some great 90s hip hop. We got Body Count there. And then Snoop Dogg just has an amazing role. How great was it just embracing the music here?
Man, it was great because we thought we was like, man, soundtracks hadn't been around in a while. I said, Snoop, what's up with a soundtrack to go with our movie, sort of bring some of that back? And it really helps the film, and then having Snoop and seeing him in a different light, where he's kicking ass and everything like that, was amazing. But also leaning on him to say, yo, Snoop, what would we play right here? Because that's his whole, that's his whole get down. So when you hear "Murder Was the Case" being broken down at the beginning of the trailer, it automatically launches as in something in the back of your head, like, ooh, that's what we remember as being something incredible. So, and then topping it off, mowing down Bamf with my best friend Bud. Hit me, boom. So that came from him. He ad-libbed the line at the end of the movie. I thought it was amazing. Took that line from a video clip. I videoed him, sent it to my producer. He sends it back within an hour. We got a great song. It plays in the credits, but we took it a step further. We actually put lyrics to it, and we shot a music video to it. So we about to hit the road.
Awesome. And then my last question, Dave, there's just so many great ways the story can go after the ending. Are you hoping that this is the start of a franchise?
Absolutely. We want to make as many of these as possible. And like, without giving too much away, by the end, like, we're a team together. And so like, to be able to start a new one, we're hitting the ground running, and I could be in on the action from the get-go. That sounds like a blast for me.
Come on.